Right. Let me just, there you go, it wasn't straight. A little brighter? There we go. That will work. Maybe. Guess we'll find out. I want to cook and chat real quick. Look at that. I was just laughing. I was reading some of the remarks. I was dying. I was dying. I was reading. Let me turn the TV down. Yeah. So, I was laughing. Hi. Put my hair up. I gotta make some bacon. I gotta make some bacon. So I think I was doing Leo Sag video, and I don't know if it was Mari. I think it was Bells. All right, and we were talking. We were just doing the read, right? And it was dying laughing because she's like, oh, and here comes the third party. And I was like, oh, she's right. You know what I mean? But, hi. But here's the thing, right? This third party that's been on the board, wow, these are like massive. This third party that's been on the board, nobody's sleeping together. So you gotta remember, when I say like third party or I'm calling certain stuff, this is probably somebody who previously slept together, right? But nobody's sleeping together now. You know what I'm saying? So I need you guys to know that. So no, you know what I mean? So when I say third party, it's literally exterior energy, right? That's just hanging around. That's because somebody's got somebody on their mind, right? Fantasizing about something else seems to be the bigger thing here. So, just so you guys know, FYI, nobody's sleeping. Nobody's sleeping with anyone. So that just goes to show you, not all third parties, everybody's sleeping together. That's important to know. Where is everybody? Everybody eating dinner? Is everybody eating dinner? I wanted to chat while I cooked. Where is everybody? Anyone? Anyone? Ooh, there's Brandy. Yeah, I guess that's definitely a possibility. Did I grab the wrong bacon? That's just it, I think everyone just assumes third party, everybody, people are sleeping together. Not in the read. Not in our story. Obviously at one point you had to have been sleeping with this person. But here's the thing, like, you haven't let it go. You gotta let it go. That means you're holding on to energy that no longer belongs to you. If somebody else wants to hold on to you, great. you know, not your circus. So why is everyone waiting around, I guess, is the bigger question. You know what I mean? Because we've been reading a lot of masculine energy in hopes that something will come into fruition. But you gotta be careful with that. Hold on, Lucy. I got bacon on my hands. I know you want to go out. I know you do. I know you do. So, it's time to take care of you. Create your own story. Chupa-Ubas. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? What do you want? What do you want in life? Because I'm pretty sure it's not you sitting around waiting for frickin' Joe Schmo to show up at your door. Because that would be silly. That would be silly. So we're not going to do that, right? You have an appointment at 2. Where are you? You in Cali? Pierce came back, made it seem like when he says he's going to come over, he gets cold feet now. Past partner. So it's just a lot of talk. Oh, no, Lucy wants to come back in. That's just like a little, I guess it's like a little bar area where they keep the wine and stuff. Not the liquor. That's like the bar area in there. I gotta go the dog in. Yeah, I feel like people who are like, let's get together, let's meet up, and then keep postponing, they're just keeping their energy around for lousy ass reasons. So that's not cool. That's not cool. So if he eventually doesn't show up, you should probably stop giving to that situation. Yeah, I did the ash. I did the ash brown. So when I decided to go blonde again, it would be more even. You know what I mean? I'm just making bacon. I'm just making bacon. Just bacon. Which I gotta get the lettuce and the tomato. Simple dinner. A simple dinner. We actually had them a couple weeks ago, and then my parents, they ended up going out for dinner, so I had to cook. But I didn't know I was supposed to cook, and we didn't take anything out, so bacon seemed, BLTs seemed perfect. Simple. What else is everyone else experiencing? Goulash. I haven't had that forever. Breakfast for dinner. Yeah, I actually wanted eggs, but nobody else will eat them. Well, Lonnie would, but not anyone else. Interesting energy. Yeah. I'm loving it though. Because I think, am I buffering or just you? You're back. All right, I waited for you, Michelle. You missed like 5 minutes. I don't know where you went. That sucks. You missed nothing. You missed nothing. Yeah, cats are very intuitive like that. It's usually the dogs that are like that. But cats are like that too. Yeah. All right. I'm burning the bacon. That's all right. Mia will eat that piece. For me, because I love burnt bacon. But now I'm smoking out the house. Hold on, troops. You know, this cast iron pan, I love them. But it's like, it needs 2 burners. And I didn't do 2 burners. So, the second batch will come out way better. Way better. Yeah, it's on low. It's on low. Who's got 6 cats and 3 dogs? You do, Brandy? Holy shit. That's a whole lot of cats. You're officially a cat woman. Oh my gosh. The most I've ever had at one time is 3 cats. And that's a lot. You got suckered. I always get suckered. The kids are always like, look at this cat. Look at this. Oh my God. I'm like, never with dogs though. I grew up with multiple dogs. I will eventually have another one. I don't know. Lucy she's very good. She's very good with being by herself. Oh, you foster? Oh, see, I couldn't foster. They'd become permanent. They would become permanent additions in my household. Every time you are near, why do birds suddenly appear? Every time you are near. Hold on. You know when the ends curl up? I freaking can't stand it. Come on. Let's fix you. Thank you. Put another piece of bacon on you. That's a whole lot of cats. Yeah, I definitely can't do the fostering. Good for you. I mean, I could, but I'd keep every damn cat. I'd keep every little animal that came like in my place. Like, I'm telling you. And you know what's ironic? Do you know the people I fall in love with? They're not really animal people, which is so odd, because I'm such an animal lover. I mean, not that they don't like them, but like, they're not, like, some of them never even grew up with animals. And mind you, the last 2 that I fell in love with, okay, because I fall in love, were allergic. Just like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Well, looks like you'd be taking a lot of Benadryl when you come to Court's house. But I grew up with so many animals. I could not even imagine. I know, I feel like I should have a sign like, next person who comes into my life, if you don't got animals, or you don't like them, or you're allergic, hands down, you're not my person. There's no way. But the last one liked them, just didn't have any. It really depends, I guess, on how you grow up, you know, because there's plenty of families that, you know, I'm not around. I always just made it a priority. I just look at it, you know, if I'm going somewhere, guess what? They come with. It's like a kid, right? You find a sitter, or they come with you. To me, it's that simple. But that's me, you know. And I got plenty of people, like almost all my friends are like animal lovers, right? So they babysit. They babysit. I don't like the way this bacon is cooking. So I don't really look at it as a burden. I like, honestly, I could not imagine my life without them. It wouldn't be a life. A life without animals is like lifeless life. I don't know. I always thank God I had them. I need you to cook. No, we're not gonna curl. Hold on. Hi.
Hi.
Bacon?
Yeah,
You can hear it or you can smell it.
smell it.
Who are you talking to?
Julie and Josh.
Haley and Josh? Who's Josh? Witches' names. Oh, that's cool. And biblical names. Hi. How many sandwiches do you want? One? I don't know. Are you hungry? Give me hungry.
Making BLT fun.
Huh?
Making BLT fun.
I'm full of.
Well, wait, what makes special bit?
I don't know. Go talk to the dog. I want to know the names. I want to know the names. What, Kay, do you care what type of bread? What type of bread? Like, you want like your Wonder Bread?
I want bread.
Like your sandwich bread for school?
Yeah, bacon ready?
Yeah. So what type of bread?
Okay, the one you use for my sandwiches.
Want to grab the mayonnaise? I'm waiting on the name. Oh my god, he's so big, right? It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I don't even know how it happens.
What?
We're talking about how big you are now. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's not a baby anymore. Do you want lettuce and tomato?
No.
Extra lettuce and tomato? Okay, he's huge. He's like, wow.
Thank you, Mom.
What?
Thank you.
You know that wasn't an insult.
It's so mean.
You want educate anybody on prime ministers. That's not being mean. Lucy, I had enough of you. The world does not revolve around you. Okay? Please do me a favor. Enough iced tea and Asulani.
I don't want to go back to Lonnie.
Can you text
Go,
them?
no, go tell Lonnie. Go tell him to text Lonnie.
Oh shit, you're toast.
What do you say?
Just ask her what type of bread she wants. So I didn't even get the lettuce out. I'm slacking talking to people. I'm slacking. You gonna help on make blueberry muffins?
No.
That's not getting toasty. I thought I burnt it.
Mom,
Did you turn this down? What?
she said Wonder Bread or something like. Yeah, Wonder Bread. No,
She said Wonder Bread?
Yeah.
She doesn't usually. Okay. That's why I asked. Alright. That doesn't make much sense. Can you ask her how many she wants?
You're gonna say one.
No, she'll probably say 2. Want to put money on it? I bet you a quarter.
You still owe me a special gift.
I am your special gift.
So.
I am.
No, you really didn't do.
I'm special, buddy. So special. Right?
No.
I don't like that attitude. Now your toast is done. Okay. You're so special.
You want to.
Oh. Now you owe me a quarter. You owe me a quarter.
I don't even have a quarter.
I know. Because you're broke.
Yeah.
Spend all your money on needless stuff. That's why. So, Lonnie, 2 minutes. Hey, Kate and John, come get your sandwich.
Oh, hey, no.
I thought you were downstairs.
Just really got the bacon on that one.
All right, me. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay.
Okay.
I hooked you up.
Okay.
It's gonna be the best sandwich ever.
Okay.
Want some apples?
No.
Banana? Pineapple?
No.
Fine.
I actually want pineapple. I'm
Alright.
not getting it myself.
But I gotta get it. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I'm burning the bacon. Totally burning the bacon. But it's like the perfect crispy bacon. Not that one. I won't even want that one. I wouldn't even want that one. I'm usually a really good multitasker. Yeah, the reads, bye Brandy. The reads, if someone comes back, great. If not, so be it. And the thing is, just because someone comes back does not mean it's a meant to be scenario, troops. Because when I read that backwards, like, hey, say you don't want it, because say your intuition tells you no. You know what I mean? Your intuition is it's your universal GPS, guys. It doesn't let you down. You know what I mean? That's why I think I said earlier, when I was in the car and we were doing the reading, like, ask yourself those questions. Try to remember those memories, those moments. Let them help guide you through this. You know what I mean? That's like the perfect piece of bacon. Well, busy's good. I'm glad I could help you. Aww. Earth angel, won't you be mine? I don't even like Wonder Bread. The only time I can have Wonder Bread is like peanut butter and jelly. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I haven't had a peanut butter and jelly in a long time. I should probably make one soon. I like peanut butter and fluff. What is that thing people do? Is it peanut butter and bananas? I think I had a friend who used to do peanut butter and bananas. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Yeah, the other day. Oh, it is an Elvis thing, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. People tell me all the time Elvis things, and I'm like, it's my date of birth. I think he died on the day I was born. So like the older generation, like when I'd go to like the doctors or the dentist when I was younger, like the older receptionist would always be like, that's the day Elvis died, or that's the day Elvis's album came out, or something. On the day I was born. I used to get it all the time. But I like Elvis. It was the first time and you loved it. See, I like the only time I could shit with this bread. Perfect timing. I don't know. I think the toast is dying because normally that would have been really toasty by now. What was I saying? I like Elvis. And then what did I say? I don't remember. Oh, bananas. I do like bananas, but I can only eat them in Cheerios. I can't eat them plain. Like, I want to gag. I don't know if it's like a texture thing. I can have like a bite or two. It's like yogurt. I can't do yogurt. Like, I'll try. Especially like on an antibiotic. I'll definitely try to down some yogurt. But I'm not big on yogurt. Gotta find a different way to eat it. Kid, you out there? You want another sandwich? No. Fine. I won't make you one. Now I'm gonna make mine. Every time you and me. That song's coming to me. Why do birds suddenly appear? Bonnie? Every time you and me. Perfect timing. Just cutting your tomato. Kind of bursted your tomato, but I did it. Yeah, we did it. You are so welcome. Mia downstairs.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make the muffins?
After.
That's a big knife.
I know. I need to cut my sandwich after. That's not gonna do it.
Rising birds suddenly appear. Forgot to put my bread down. Liberty, liberty. Anyway, you want the bacon? Yeah, I'm gonna pass it. You're talking about your son? Fire goddess? Cornflakes, banana and cornflakes? Oh my goodness, you ever try that one? That's a combo. But you'd be surprised, right? Like there's every once in a while where I'll try something. Good morning, Michael. I'll try something and I'll be like, wow, that was a really good combination. Oh, you mean use bananas instead of... Don't bananas bind you? Yeah. Yeah, I used to give them to my kids, not you. ADHD. How did we get on that conversation?
Poop.
Poop? How do you know we were talking about poop?
Were you actually talking about poop, Mom?
Yeah, we're actually talking about poop.
That's kind of weird, actually.
It is kind of weird.
Weird,
Oh, my
Mom.
bread.
Second time, Mom.
It's too toasty.
Mom, that's the third time.
Peanut butter and bacon. Ugh. Yeah, no. I never tried that combo. I mean, it's probably not awful. Thank you. What about the ADHD? Your sandwich already looks better than mine.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I can just tell when I look better.
Obviously, mine looks better if you have name majors. You also have crusty bread with theirs, so.
Oh, it's gonna be too crispy.
I know.
They all do. Yeah. No. Quick, come grab some bacon. How old's your kid? See, that's a hard one. I have a friend whose son is like, it's tough. It's a tough call. That is for sure. Talking
What's
about
going on, Grandpa?
Janice's.
They went out to eat?
Well, I think they went there for dinner.
Well, out to eat dinner. Same difference. Same and then, yeah. Okay, good.
Huh?
I need a plate. Can I put that on there?
Yeah, are you staring at a certain piece of bacon?
Yes. And I just like these two pieces. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Take that extra.
I knew you were gonna grab the burnt ones.
Thanks.
You're welcome. That works out for everybody. Mr. Lovely. What is this medicine for? I'm so confused. Are we talking about children or adult ADHD? I mean, kind of the same thing, but Not really. Well, yeah, but not really. No, not really, because, you know, you're adult, you make your own decision. We were talking about children, so it differs. So it differs. That's way too crunchy. I'm such a picky eater. You got any 3 sons? That must be difficult. Like, in the sense, like, as a parent, you know, making that decision. Put your child on medicine, you know. I had ADHD my whole life, and more like ADD. My mom wouldn't do it. And then when I became a teenager, I was like, no. And when I became an adult, I tried it. I didn't really notice anything. I did it for like 6 months. I noticed, if anything, it like woke me up. And I lost so much weight. I could barely eat. It gave me stomach issues. It gave me heartburn. I know there's a couple different kinds, but I didn't even bother after that. That was just a couple years ago. Right around the same time I was on it, like you guys. I was like, all right, I'll try it. Definitely wasn't for me. Yeah, I couldn't eat. It was awful. And then, like, I felt like, I'm assuming, like, you know, the crackheads or druggies, I hate to even say it like that, like, how they grind their teeth, like, so I didn't grind, but I used to bite down hard, like, hard. Like, and then I started having jaw issues. It was just one thing after another. So, like, I would take, like, an Addy and then have my coffee. Bing, 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 bing. Like, but to the point where, like, I was shaky. So it didn't work for me. And then the doctor's like, you want to try another one? I was like, no. No. I love that I lost all this weight, though. But I came on just as quick. Like, as soon as you stop, the weight comes right back. I know a lot of people use it to, like, sniff and, like... And after 2 of you! I know a lot of people use it, like, break them up and sniff them, get a high. Pretty sure you can sell them, right? I'm almost positive. Wasn't there, like, a whole college student academic thing going on? Tiffany. It didn't really help my friend's son. I mean, it calmed him down, but, like, to the point it kind of overdosed him, overdrugged him. And then you gotta, like, weigh out the medicine, you know what I mean? Like, trial and error. Lessen the medicine, up it. You know, but it took months to balance him. And then they still couldn't balance it out. I don't know. Just, it must be a hard decision for a parent to make that type of decision. You know? It's a tough call. That's a tough call. Like, because I'm even opinionated, like, my oldest, like, if they got like this, or maybe I need medicine, I feel like I'm depressed. Well, yeah, you might be a little depressed, but guess what? Your ass is not going on medication. But I guess some people do need it, but me, I'm that parent where I'm like, no, I'm not medicating your ass. Sorry. Like, not until I see, like, there's just no. I guess it depends on how drastic the circumstances are. See what I'm saying? So, definitely. Depends on the child and the circumstances, lack of motivation, what's happening in their life, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, bills, you know. And then all of a sudden, You get in that mode and you stay in it. So, even the first day I took an Adderall, I panicked. Panicked. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to take this. I remember calling my sister. I'm like, oh my God, I never put medicine in my body. Like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, just try. I'm like, all right. And then, because I couldn't sleep on the Addy, my doctor wrote me a script for, it's like a sleeping pill, but it's a dangerous sleeping pill. I was like, no wonder why people get addicted to shit these days. Yeah, you're pumping them up and you're bringing them down. You're waking up, you're pumping them up, you're bringing them down. It's like,
grandma and grandpa aren't eating the bacon.
No, they're not eating. But you don't need that. You just had plenty.
I had 2 pieces.
Why don't you have some cold pasta?
How about not?
Or that one.
How about?
Yeah, some people need them. I'm not against them. Well, I'm not opposed to like other people. You feel free. You know.
Are you eating it? I have 2 pieces.
No, I am.
1.5.
No. No.
Yeah, that's fair.
No. It's not fair.
I only had 2 pieces. You had 2 pieces in your sandwich.
Well, I'm gonna make another half a sandwich.
Yeah, you can make another half sandwich.
Is
With
that,
1.5
I can't
pieces
do that
of
over
bacon.
half. It's too crispy. I could have made more bacon. I forget what they gave me. That's what happened in Maryland Monroe. Yeah. It was like a hardcore sleeping drug too. I was like, pretty sure I could sell these too. Knock me on my ass like that. I was like, okay. Waking up, pop another Addy. Go to bed, pop a pill. I was like, is this my life right now? Like, this is not good. No way. You know? It didn't last long. I was like, I'm like, how does anybody function on all this stuff? It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I know people who go through depression. They're on, like, so many different medications. How do you ever, like, can't really clear your head that way, you know? And I just stopped. Like, cold turkey, like, the doctor's like, you should really wean yourself off. I'm like, no, done. I didn't have side effects. I'm not a doctor. It depends on your medication. I'm speaking from my experience. But a lot of people are, ADD, we think with the other side of our brain anyway. You know what I mean? Like a lot of spiritual people do. Now, the hyper part is different. You know what I mean? But you ask me, you just got a hyper kid. Find ways to entertain them, you know? Unless it's extreme. I mean, I babysitted one where it was extreme. Trust me, I know. So, I get it. He actually split his head open on the edge of my coffee table. And I was like, Seth. He had to have been like 2. I remember calling his mom, like, nah, I need to bring him to the emergency room. She's like, let me just see it. I'm like, nope, it's gushing. It's split open. I will meet you there. You know? Bam, bing, 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 bing. They never found a happy medium for him with the medication either. And it made me like shaky and didn't work for me. And then when the doctor offered me a different kind, I was like, yeah, no, thank you. You're drugging me up. I shouldn't have to take hardcore sleeping pills. I'm talking like, what are the names of some sleeping pills? I'll tell you the ones he gave me. And they were strong. So strong. I couldn't believe it. Ambient. No, that wasn't it. Is that a prescription? Can you get that over the market? Over the pharmacy? Over the whatever it is? Over the counter. No, it wasn't Syracuse. It could be with an E. I feel like it was a tranquilizer. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was insane. Oh, it is a prescription? Melatonin. I just gave it to my kids. Didn't work. Benadryl works better. FYI. No, that wasn't it either. Ativan? No. Because that's like Valium. I'll take a Valium here and there. I haven't had to take one in a long time. Yeah, Benadryl works better. I never did that to my kids though, when they were sick though. I tried melatonin, didn't work. I did it with Jade. I don't know. I just know it was one of the addictive ones. And even when I think I told my sister and my mother, they're like, he put you on what? Because I remember, it didn't wake up one morning until like, I can't even remember. And I was like, oh, my medication. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, I've been taking medication to go to sleep because the Addy had me up until like 2 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. And it was like the lowest dose you can get. I think it was like 1 gram, 1.5. I remember I started off with 2 and then I worked my way down. I don't know, I did it for like 6 months. And then I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's not, I should have seen something by now. Not working. Trazodone. I can't remember anymore. It doesn't sound familiar. I just know it's one of those things that freaking wipe you out. And I really like my doctor. I really do. I think he's great. But the fact that like, yeah, anywho, that he's just like, here you go. Normally he's not like that. You know? Alright, you too. Here's the crust. I'm gonna wipe down the oven. I should have used the screen. I was too busy yapping with you guys. I'll sit with you. I'll sit with you for a minute. I'm dying. Never even heard of that. So we had quite the topics. Yeah, but so just so you know though, I came on to talk about like the whole third party. I think because, you know, Belle's made a comment. And like, and here we go with the third party. I was dying. But she was right. But I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people think the third party, people are all sleeping together. You're sleeping with this one one's going home sleeping with it. No. Nope. It's because somebody's keeping your energy around. So you have to escape it. It's on you. Lucy, don't cry. What? Come on. Be harder than that. Be harder than that, Lou. The energy's a lot. Yeah, well, it can be, but you gotta take control over it. You know what I mean? You gotta think about why you're crying. Yeah, no, I picked up on that, Lala. Like, why you, like, what is it that's making you heavy? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, there's gotta be memories, there's gotta be moments, there's gotta be something that's triggering it. Other people, attitude, you know? Because you gotta figure out what triggered you. Can vaccines cause autism? It's a lot of things that I think vaccines can cause, absolutely. So I think they can lead to autism? Yeah, I think so. But a lot of other things too. Bless you. I was talking, you were hard on him? Oh, see, no, you're just feeling guilt, but there's no need to, no. You said what you needed to say, whether you said it out of anger, sorrow, structure, however it came out, what you were supposed to say was meant to be said, right? It's how you felt. So don't feel bad for saying how you felt. And if you were really that harsh and he deserves an apology, then just say, listen, you know, after I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about it, I apologize if anything I said may have offended you or hurt your feelings. I love you, but right now, I need my space, you get yours. However, I don't know what's going down with you, but just saying like that, you know what I mean? And leave it at that. You did apologize. So just leave it at that. Don't even bring nothing else up. You apologized. You're just feeling remorseful. You just, you know what I mean? Like, I used to do that a lot too. Like, I'd go off and then I'd be like, oh, son of a bitch. I was probably a little harsh or XYZ, but not really. What's meant to be said was meant to be said. Jesus, I bought my mother's Cadbury egg weeks ago. I'm snagging that shit back. Snagging it back. Gotta go out. There you go. Oh, you guys haven't seen the backyard in a while. It's been a while since we've been in the backyard. Go potty. Go pee-pee. Finny, go. 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 Thank you. So just leave it at that. I used to do that too. And then I'd be like, I learned not to do that anymore. I don't know much about autism when it comes to like medicines. Like when I think I think what I think because of what I've heard, but I don't actually have knowledge on it. So and then there's the slightly autistic, you know what I mean, that where it's all different. No. If anything, probably like Buddhism or something. Hinduism. But I don't need to convert. I can enjoy any religion that I choose. I actually like a few religions. You know what I mean? I don't need to convert. I think that's the beauty of being spiritual, Whatever you believe in, you believe in. You don't need one more than the other. Come on, Finn. Come on. Want a treat? Come on, want a treat? Get in. Oh. Want a treat? Am I doing personals yet? Yeah, I meant to put the link up yesterday and I didn't. I'll do it tonight. I'll put the link up. Oh, you know. I mean, I'm still doing the... You're talking... Come on! You're talking the ones I do via phone, right? Oh my gosh, I didn't fall asleep last night until like 2 in the morning. It was awful. Awful. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. Email me. So I had 2 other people email me. Email me so you can get the links before I put the link up. Oh yeah. I mean, the stuff that was going through my head, like I couldn't tell, like, it's just awful. It wasn't negative. It wasn't negativity. I was just trying to feel things out in like different ways. Like if I think of this or if I think of that. And normally I don't do that. I let my mind just kind of rest at ease. And come on, Finn. Don't take me out. Don't take me out. Not last night. I mean, it was like torture. Hey, Shannon. It was... I'm like, this freaking full moon. Finny. This one has not gotten the best of me in a while, guys. Like, honest to God. I gotta put you up here where I pick up because they're just gonna sit here and whine. It literally hasn't gotten the best of me like this in a while. And it's not even like emotional, you know. It's quite the up. Well, I don't know. Maybe like more questioning than anything. Like I don't know. I mean, it's better than the emotional. It's better than the emotional part of things. You know what I mean? Because that's brutal. I think because too, we have Mercury. You know what I mean? That is tough. It's definitely not making it. It's definitely not making it any easier. You know what I mean? It's awful. I'm noticing it more in the people in my household. You know what I mean? More than like anything else. I just think because it's so close to Mercury and what's going down, you know. If it's really getting to you like that, there's just something that has been continuously swept under the rug, you know, and it needs to be addressed. Can't sweep shit under the rug, guys. Whether it hurts someone's feelings or not. It's not about... That's how you know life's really not about other people. You know, it's nice to satisfy other people and have courtesy and feelings and respect and acknowledge, right? But you gotta take care of you. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Looks like we're having beef stew for dinner tomorrow. There's beef stew on the counter. There's beef stew on the counter. Yeah, I haven't actually had beef stew in a long time. I'm gonna catch up on my reads. Another busy tomorrow. It was nice to get to the beach today. We saved the little dressing jars for the oil. I got 2 new cast iron pans for Christmas for like my new place, and I keep meaning to take them out and start using them. So, you know, so they're ready to go. So they're ready to go. I don't want to have to break them in the new place. You know? I have the tiniest. My favorite cast iron pan is actually my camping pan. It's the bestest. Yeah, you're not supposed to wash them. Well, you can put a little Dawn, but you gotta make sure you're using the right scrubber. I mean, a little Dawn, but then you gotta heat it up and put the oil back on it. Wipe it down. Every once in a while, not every time do I use Dawn, but every once in a while you can. You can use Dawn. I'll sit with you guys for a minute again. I picked up. It's hard to know who's in what read, right? But it is a difficult time for a lot of people. It's hard to let go. It's so hard to let go. But I'm telling you, like, if you stay in a pity party, don't stay in long. The longest I'll stay in a pity party is like a day. And if I'm going on 2 days and I can feel it, I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, I'll switch it real quick. You have to. It's okay to give yourself like that day here and there. You know, but don't stay in it. Yeah, that song came in when I was at the beach. I mean, I've been avoiding everybody in this house like the plague. I love them all to death. Okay. But I'm talking when I say avoid, avoid. Like, avoid. Like, mission on. Like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm like, zip through my darling. Like, really. And I love them to death. But I'm like in my own like headspace. Like, I'm content. My mom's like, why don't you work from the office? Or why don't you work out here? Why you gotta sit in bed every day? I'm content in my bed. I'm a Cancer. I do everything in my bed. But think about it. it's your bed. You know, you take your first breath on your bed. You take your last breath on your bed. You have sex on your bed. You work on your bed. You make your bed. You sit on your bed. It's a comfort zone. Your bed represents everything. Like, it's not a big deal, Mom, sitting on my bed. Like, she's like, but don't you think everybody else cares? I'm like, nobody gives a damn shit if I work from my bed or not. And she's like, yeah, it's not healthy. And I'm just like, well, you know what? Then I don't, I'm working from my bed. You know? But I do. I got 2 offices to choose from. I could go downstairs. I got my sister's room. And I still sit in my bed. You know? Is it really bad juju to buy your own deck? No, I bought all my decks. I don't know where people come up with this stuff. It's just superstition. And I'm super superstitious. And that's a no-go. Like, that just sounds like silliness. I think it's like, you don't buy people a Bible. You wouldn't buy somebody a rosary bead unless they're into rosary beads. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like religion, but it's not religion, but it's on the same fine line, right? So, like, that's like saying, hey, go stop playing with the dead. I think you should do this. You don't do that. It's like, you know what I mean? To me, it's a no. If somebody was to buy me a deck, like if I would have got my first one, I probably wouldn't have taken it. It probably would have freaked me out. I probably wouldn't even have gone there. Can you let the dog in? I think it's superstition. But no, I would never. I would never. I mean, definitely cleanse it. I've had gifts. I've had people give me, like, after doing tarot for a while, send me a gift, or that's a little different. Can you let Lucy in? Thank you. Sorry. If you're not into it, then, it's tough. If you have other decks and you're into it and they know you're into it, then to me, it's like no big deal, right? Depending on the scenario. I mean, cleanse the shit out of it. Put some crystals on it. Can you let Lucy in? They're purposely not letting her in. Did you not hear me? What? Love you. Nowhere. But was it your first deck? Oh. Was it family? I don't know. Like, your first deck was gifted too? So it's almost like I feel like it was forced upon you. I mean, it's meant for you. It's meant for you. They thought of you. They're spiritual. I would never try to convince the kids to get a deck or pursue anything. Like, besides what I teach them and what they get into all by themselves. Like, Caden knows all about astral projection. Like, he knows a lot of shit. Like, he'll do his own research. And Google, you go from tarot cards to, it will just send you in different directions. But I tell them to be real careful. Like, even to this day, the kids will pick up my pendulums. I'm like, put it down. Put it down. They're not allowed to answer you. It's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's mine. It's not even that it's mine. It's my guides. Like, you have your own. Like, we're not going to start opening realms. at 12 years old. Like, nope. So, you know. But depending on how many decks you have, how much experience you have, that shit's scary in the beginning. Like, it's no joke. Like, shit happens. Like, you know you're working with the paranormal. Like, there's no way you wouldn't pick up on the shit that happens and how you feel. And I mean, I got hit like you wouldn't believe, and I pushed through it. That's all I could do. Although I did not know at the time, like, a tarot deck was like a Ouija board. I probably wouldn't have messed with a tarot deck. The only reason why I did it is because I told you I started getting into astrology, and then from astrology they pulled me to crystals, and then from crystals, every time I went to go look up on crystals, they pulled me to YouTube. I would wake up, my YouTube would be on. I'd go in the other room, my YouTube would be on. Right on tarot. And it freaked me out. I mean, I grew up Catholic. I slept with nursery beads around my bed, my feet, my doorknobs. Doors were shut, windows were locked. Said my prayers. Like, that was a no-go. Like, that shit freaked me out. My sister was wicked big on, like, the Ouija board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board, shit in the mirror. Freaked me out. So if I was oblivious to certain stuff. I just kind of got, like, hypnotized watching. And one day I was like, why is none of this coming true? Like, why is this, you know, some things would with the energy, and then, like, my brain would tell me to, like, read it a different way. And then after my brain was trying to adapt in a whole different way, I knew I had to get my own deck, you know? And then I learned my way. I didn't look up the background, the culture. I didn't look up anything on it until I started learning my own. Like, I didn't learn from the books. Like, I learned, like, visionary, the feeling. And then the more and more stuff came in, like, was on the board but not coming in, I was like, I know I'm reading these right. So I had to start looking at things differently. Which I'm slowly, like, teaching you guys. You know what I mean? You get so consumed and caught up. And you can read that energy in a positive and a negative each and every single day. But if you notice, you know, for months and months and months and months, this new beginning, someone's supposed to come in, you keep waiting. You just tell yourself, you know, I'm going to be patient, I'm going to do this. Like, that is, like, the worst thing you can do. To get caught up in that. Excuse me, this little squirrel. They ironed. They oiled the pole. And you just lying down the pole. I thought it was cute. And I understand why so many, you know, readers, you know, they quit or they give up, or I don't want to read this. I mean, it's exhausting. It takes a toll. If you don't push through it, you're freaking screwed. You can't stay in the energy of confusion or fear. You can't. You have to break through it. Because if the bad knows they can just hang around, if the dark knows it can just hang around and get the best of you, you're gonna be tortured your whole life. It's not easy to battle the dark. That was one of my hardest challenges. Literally, it was awful, and I did this all by myself. I love this part. He's the dog on the street that bounces to the music. Yeah, I did it all by myself. I had just gone through a divorce. I shut off my family. I shut off friends. I kept one friend. She was a new friend at the time. not even my best friend. She was a new friend that didn't know two sides of the story. You know, so she wasn't like biased. Like it wasn't like a, and she didn't shit talk him, like nothing. It was just, she was there for me. She listened. I'm talking when I shut everybody down, like I didn't answer the phone. Like it was a good 6 months. And I told myself, if I was to tell anybody what was going on in my life right now, they would put me like in an asylum. I knew they would. I knew they would. That's how bad it was. I couldn't even tell them what was going down. They probably would have tried to take my children. I was a flippin' mess. Until I pulled through. I mean, they didn't even know I quit my job for months. Months. It was awful. Awful. But I survived. I survived, and then I came on YouTube. And then I became a YouTuber. And I've been here ever since. Like I told my ma here and there about the cards, and I was doing this, and nobody knew the depth of it. And my children were fine. Are you kidding? I still parented. I just excluded everyone from my life. Everyone. Except for the kids and the children. Like my house was still happy. It was still vibrant. I was staging. Like we were having a blast. I was making dinner. Like I wasn't depressed. I tell you, I excluded everyone. Like I just did. I even lost friends, you know, because I stopped reaching out. I lost the connection, you know. And it wasn't personal. It was just certain people just did not belong in my life anymore. You know, still love them. I just don't see a place for them, you know. We all have judgmental friends that laugh and talk smack, and you blow it off, you know. You've known them for so long. You're like, oh, it's just their personality. But then like when you really awaken, it's like, wow, you know, wow. So I still like touch base with them here and there. They'll hit me up. You wanna grab dinner? Oh, I'll do the same thing, and then we like don't always get to it, but we still always get together in the summer, barbecues, concert. We still have a blast. You know what I mean? It's just not. I just don't have time for day-to-day shit like that anymore. Like Ash and certain people, yeah, right. But I don't have time for that in my day anymore. Like. I mean, I guess I could make time, but that's not the point. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, to me, it's needless unless I need to check in, or, you know, it's been a while. Hey girl, or, you know what I mean? Like, that type of stuff. Totally fine. Being a loner, if I had to be. I could live in the cabin all by myself and be very, very content. Probably be way more content than I am here. You know? But you lose friends. Certain friends come out of your life, they come and go, right? And I realized I lost some good ones in the last year over crazy ass shit. And it's like, I know why Spirit took them out of my life, because it's the bullshit that's now going on in their life that I don't have, not that I don't have the time for, but been there, told you that umpteen times, you didn't learn, you know. Everyone learns their own way, so I can't really quite say it like that either, but it's kind of like karma bites you in the ass, you know. Spirit only takes away the ones that are not true, you know. Can they love you? Yeah, but if there's got to be something within them that just doesn't benefit me anymore. So why surround me with them? I don't know. Does that sound weird? I don't know. It's hard to explain. But I still catch up with everybody. especially in the summer. In the winter, I'm usually a little more of a hermit. But I've been with Ash like every weekend for like months now. But she needed me too, but I needed her. You know. But a lot of times we just stay in. I think a few weeks ago was like the first time we went out in a while. Going out Friday though. Single Ash is a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. She's not really changed when she's committed either by any means, but it's a little different. Because she's growing too. You know what I mean? She's younger than us. Well, she's younger than me. You know, she's growing. She's maturing. I met her. She was already mature though. You know what I mean? She was already mature for her age. But still learning lessons like us all. Not just because it's her age. You could be 70 and learning lessons if you didn't pick up on it 20 years before that. You know? So we have a lot of fun. Like, and my mood's good. Like, hers is getting better. You know, so it's like when we vibe high like that, we bump into the right people, the right crowds to hang out with. It's the mood. The day just is smooth. You know, it's golden. So I'm excited. Oh yeah, she's still fun in a relationship too. Single. She doesn't change in a relationship. That's the nice thing. Neither do I. I notice a lot of people change when they get in relationships. That's a problem. You know, that's a little bit of a problem. But we all learn our own way, right? Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked on the news. I didn't watch it yesterday. I mean, I caught it like some of the votes and later on, like before I went to bed, but I haven't watched anything today. I don't watch it much either. So I'm just kind of listening and playing catch up. It's the same stuff though. It's hi. So anywho, I love you guys. I need you all to hang in there. Is it codependent to want to talk to somebody throughout the day? No. I guess it just depends on your relationship. You know, why? Is it attention? Are you looking for attention? Do you need it? It depends on the scenario. People can break that down in so many different ways, you know? It truly depends on why you guys are conversating throughout the day. You know, what is it about? What is it regarding? You know. But no, I don't think so. I mean, if you're going back and forth all day and an eye for an eye. I mean, it just depends, you know. Eventually, someone's got to step back if it's that type of energy. You just want to hear from him. What does he respond? Like when you guys like talk, do you guys, is there corresponding? Like, do you go back and forth? Because that's important. I think no matter what you're doing for conversating, as long as it's not getting out of hand, you know, you're good. There's nothing wrong with that. I think if you're arguing and there's other stuff, needless stuff, if it's taken away from your day, it's different. You got to balance it. You know what I mean? It's nice in the beginning when it's fresh. Depends on what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I was just supposed to say, is it appropriate conversation if you're at work, if you're doing this? And then he went and said, we're talking about inappropriate stuff. But, you know, it really just depends. You don't want something to burn out too quickly either. Oh, thanks, sweetie. I mean, I used to, you know, talk throughout the day to my ex-husband and people I was seeing. I guess it just depends on what they do for work, what they, you know what I mean, what you're doing. I mean, there is times like I get swept away that takes away from my work day, but I mean, it doesn't happen like that often. It just depends on the conversation. If it's not upsetting you or frustrating you or distracting you per se, if somebody needs you, that's one thing. You know, again, it just depends. Wants to see you tomorrow. Maybe he'll send a good night text, maybe. Or you just give him his space because apparently you went off on him and you apologized and leave it at that. Don't push it. It depends on what type of person you're dealing with, too. You got to know who you're dealing with. Do they need time? Do they like time? What do they feed off? You know what I mean? Do they get off by arrogance? You got to know who you're dealing with, when to pursue, when to engage, when not to engage. You get me on a bad day, I'm texting you like a trillion fucking times and not in the same message. I'm going to send you a 5-sentence thing, and then I'm going to send you a 2-sentence thing, and then I'm going to send you a fucking 5-page letter. And then on top of that, I'm going to tell you, oh, and also FYI, okay? And then after my FYI, I usually send about 10 more texts, okay? You catch me on a day like that. You want a piece of my fucking mind because every 10 seconds, something new comes to mind. So you bet your ass you're going to hear it. It doesn't happen that often. But when it does, like, these poor people, that poor man, get a fucking dose of court real quick. I should tell you. Nyla, you're puking everywhere, girlfriend. You alright? Icky. That's not good. I don't even know how you ate that much. Jesus. Not cool. Are you puking everywhere? Go lay down. And then there's days where I won't even talk. You know what I can't stand are the ones that play freaking games. Who can go quiet the longest? Who can hold out? Like, who can... I don't play that fucking game. I got something to say, my ass is going to tell you. If you don't hear from me, I'm not playing a fucking game. I just don't have nothing to say. And when I have something to say, whether it's been 2 days or 3 days, I'll say it. But I mean, I end up with the men that will like, they play games sometimes like that, and it's like, I don't have time for that shit. Who's gonna text who first, or who gives a shit? How about you just wake up and say good morning if that's what you want to say? Why don't wait and be like, well, Lucy, bad example, because you're like, maybe I'd say goodnight, but like, don't wait for a goodnight, or don't, like, if you want to say goodnight, freaking say goodnight. You know what I mean? Like, you want to say good morning, say good morning. You want to say I love you, say I love you. Say what's on your mind. You know what I mean? I don't know. I always got the ones that I could just tell would just wait for me to say something, wait for me to engage. And it's like they knew it was their turn to engage. That's how you knew someone was playing games, because I could feel it. Or you would purposely, like, you'd get the ones that like to test you or push your buttons or trigger you to see how you would react. It's like, oh, really, spirit? Really? We're still doing this shit? You're still sending me dipshits that do this shit? Get the fuck out of here. I only have so much patience for that shit for a little while. Seriously. It doesn't matter how old you are, or who you're with, or how it starts. Slowly you start learning and you start seeing when you aggravate somebody or you piss someone off or someone gets triggered, how people react, how they don't react. You know? They try to get the best of you. Fuck yourself. I know what you're up to. You want to play fucking games? Blah, 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 blah. I lose my shit. I lose my shit. And then I'm done. It takes me a little while to be done. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, to the point, are you sure? Like, sometimes I'll do, are you sure? Like, when I know with certain connections, because I know me, when I shut it down, I will shut your ass down. And then forget it. Unless it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But none of them were ever meant to be and came back after I shut it down, or vice versa. Or some of them did, and I just shut it down. I just didn't reply. They eventually just stopped pursuing, right? But it takes a little while to like click, because I make such spiritual connections with people. It's so hard for me, because it's like, oh, am I supposed to work with this? Am I supposed to have compassion? And then it's like, finally I step back and say, you know what, Court? You know, you did this, you tolerated it, you've been patient. You know, there's only so much you can do. I'll go back and say, well, he said this and he said that. And it's not mean stuff. It's just stuff that I tell myself, like, he really does want to do things that way. He really does want that. Like, I really do got to let this go. Like, people say shit sometimes and they don't realize that one word, one sentence that somebody can hold on to, when it could just come out of someone's mouth so freely. You know what I mean? But to the other person, it stays with them for a very, very long time, because it's something that triggered them. That's obviously part of their karma. You know what I mean? So like, and I don't look at any of the stuff that I say in my head in a negative way. I try to be as positive as I can and really piece together what they're saying, you know, so I can let it go the right way, because I hate letting things go through anger or sorrow. So I do try to communicate and engage, because, I mean, they engage back with me. So I'm not dealing with complete dickheads that ignore me and don't get back to me. I mean, my catalyst did. That was a harsh lesson. But, like, relationships after that, like, I wasn't dealing with anybody. Like, I know if I was to reach out to, like, whomever I wanted to reach out to, and I really need your opinion, or I could really use your help with this, I could almost say, like, 100% they would get back to me. But I learned not to do that, because that's codependent. It's a codependency. And it's like, oh, well, you know, you get triggered and, oh, this person could help me with that. But, like, in all reality, like, do you really get that person involved? You know what I mean? Like, do you really engage over something like that? I guess it just really depends on what you're struggling with, you know? But for me, it's like anything else in life. When I learn, it needs to be told to me a few times. So luckily the last couple people I've been with have been nice. You know, they must understand me. They give me that courtesy. You know what I mean? Of without being harsh, or me being harsh and saying what needs to be said. You know, I'm not saying like I'm slow. It takes me, like, with the connections I make, it's hard, because I have to place them. I have to place what I'm feeling or what's going on, or how you interact. It's so difficult. I'll never be human again. I'll I'll never be human again. I don't want to be a boy. I don't want to be a boy. So, fuck it. The right one will come along, and I don't gotta worry about that. You know? But the last one, the last relationship I was in, I could definitely reach out, and I think he would definitely get back to me. There'd be no reason not to, you know? But I would never go back in the way I used to go back in, or a want, or a need, or hit him up because I want to play, or, you know what I mean? Like, it won't ever be like that again. Certain words that he said that weren't even necessarily harsh, it just stuck with me, you know? Which is apparently what I needed at the time. But whatever it is he said to really stick in my head. Whether he meant it or not, there's some things he said that I know he didn't mean to say. But those things didn't really stick with me. But you gotta learn to put that aside. Because once you're like, oh, I know this person's in love. I know this person feels that way. Once you do that, you're only screwing yourself. You know what I mean? Because if they're not participating, they got no place in your fucking life. Honest to God, they got no place in your fucking life if they're not participating in something that's supposed to be a relationship, love, companionship, feelings, talking. They can't do it. They don't belong in your space. The answer is that simple, guys. The answer is truly that simple. So, everything takes time, you know? So coronavirus. I was talking to Bruce, my nail tech. He grew up in Vietnam. It's a staple. Everyone had like chickens, you know. The swine flu was big when he was there. But they used to eat their chickens. What he was saying is they used to eat their chickens. They would wait until their chickens get sick. They would literally wait for their chickens to get sick, and then they would feed their chickens garlic, and then they would cook their chickens. He was telling me the whole story. The swine flu was like everywhere, but they never caught it, right? So he swears like this whole coronavirus, it's a man-made virus. I'm sure it is. I'm sure they are blaming it on animals, or maybe they fed it to animals to see how it would go, or they target a certain country, or they target a certain group. You know what I mean? Like, every virus is fucking man-made. Don't kid yourselves. You know what I mean? But he was just telling me about how, like, there was so control, like, no matter, his family was rich, but they could only spend so much money. You could still only go and get this many pounds of meat. You could still only own this amount of turkeys or chickens. You could still only have this amount of kids. You know what I mean? Like, wealth or not. It was insane. But he was just telling me, you know, that all of them had the swine flu, but they never caught it, but all the animals had it. Like, he swears, like, you can cook anything. You know, Koreans, Vietnamese, they all cook and eat, like, whatever, as long as it's cooked. You know, he truly believes in that. Very educational nail appointment. I love stories like that, though. I love stories like that. I'm good. How are you? Maki Mac. Maki Mac and the Funky Bunch. So, just thought I'd mention that to you. I just saw something on the news about the whole coronavirus and, you know, but, and I do think there is some good vaccines, getting back to vaccines real quick, but then there's other ones I won't dare. I won't dare do the flu virus, or I won't, there's no need to put certain shit in your body that you're already immune to. I guess if you're older, you got asthma, you got certain stuff, like the HVAC shots for girls. I did it for Jade because she was more of a candidate. I didn't do it for Mia. You know, I know a lot of doctors would say, you know, but there's been so much. I'm very careful about the vaccines I put into my children. Like, I won't fight them on the ones that, you know, by law, but the ones that are optional, like, we grew up just fine. All this other shit that's out there is a man-made virus anyway. And here, let's make a medication, you know, to maybe we can cure it. Well, of course you can fucking cure it, dipshits. Of course you can. And then you make more money. You know what I mean? Let's just make more money. It's ridiculous. Yeah, right. You never even know what you're eating anymore. I'd be so content living in the middle of nowhere with my children, farming all my vegetables, all my animals. Although I don't want to kill my animals, somebody else would have to do that for me. But like, I'd be so content living like that. I really would be like living my best life. I would just need Wi-Fi. But I'd be living my best life. I'm not kidding you. I'm so down to earth like that. I could live camping every day, like outdoors every day. Really. I don't need fancy smancy. You know what's fancy smancy? The smell of the flowers and fresh cut grass and the sun on my freaking body. You know, water in my hands, fresh water. That to me is everything. You give me a river. I'm like, I'll be doing you favors all day. I'll be doing you favors all day, babe. So, yep. Grass in between the toes, sands, water, you name it. Can't wait to plant my ass on a tube. So excited. But I really relate to like the seasons. I really enjoy the snow. Like when it snows, it's magical to me. Like, I don't know if I want to be somewhere year round where it's warm. I do and I don't. I need some seasons. You know, I need some seasons in my life. Seasons are important. Transits are important. You know? So, there's a place in Canada I want to go, Bells. You guys have like the beluga whales. They come in every morning. There's a couple places in Canada I want to check out. Danny's aunt and uncle, my ex-husband, they have some lake houses. They tell us all the time to come down. I've been like snowboarding in Canada, you know, crossing the border, you know. Your son almost passed from swine flu. Yeah, but I don't think, you know, my opinion, all right, I don't like, you can't blame yourself. Oh, I should have got vaccination for XYZ. Like, what was he eating? How was his dietary? How was his exercise? How was, you know what I mean? There has to be other things up with the body to be targeted like that. You know what I mean? I think all the people that, you know, have even passed from the coronavirus, you know, there's a lot of other stuff in attached to that. None of them were healthy like that, you know. It's the case for a lot of things. Infants have a harder time, and the elderly have a harder time fighting that. But I don't know. I don't ever want to look at something and be like, oh, well, this one did this or that happened because I didn't vaccinate someone. Like, I guess it just depends on the scenario. You know? think people go into panic before they even get the facts. You know? I could go without the cold, but snow to me it literally is magical. I can get lost in snow. Like I can get lost at the river. I can get lost at the ocean. I can get lost in snow. But I have errands. It's getting late. Is it 6:30? I got errands to run. I gotta do a couple things. Still. So I love you guys. It was fun. Thanks for hanging with me. Cooking, baking with me. Yapping with me. Being there with me. All the fun stuff. It was fun. It was fun. Let there be light. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you. It's only a day away. You're going to survive. You're going to sleep good. You're going to try, right? Take some melatonin. Have some tea. All right, Lucy Lou. Don't worry if someone's going to text you goodnight. If you feel like saying goodnight, say goodnight. Don't expect anything back. You know what I mean? Have some tea. Relax. Put some honey in it. Put some honey, some lemon. You can do apple cider vinegar in it too. Settle your stomach if you've got an upset stomach. Go relax, light a candle, chill out. You know? Like I even told myself last night, like, damn, I'm taking a Valium tonight to go to bed. Like I know it's awful. But I'm like, I just remembered, like, do I do it? Because I'm telling you, I keep falling asleep at 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'm up at 5:30. I know it probably wouldn't even work. But I considered, I'm not gonna lie to you. I need my fucking sleep. That my brain, like, it's either that or I'm gonna have a couple shots of tequila. I mean, if you ask me, they both do the trick. You know? I don't know. Melatonin shit don't work for me. My brain is, I'm telling you, like, oh my God. It's awful lately. Just at night, though. But the stuff I think of is so odd. Like, thoughts that I would never normally never, no, I really won't. Thoughts that I would normally never, like, think of, or it's just my brain's trying to break shit down. So obviously I'm not going to medicate myself when I know I got to figure something out. But I just got real itchy all over my face. Anywhoosie, I love you. Sleep good. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember that movie Dragonfly with Kevin Costner? That is an awesome movie. Kick-ass movie. The kick-ass movie. If you guys have never checked out Dragonfly, I don't know if you can even find it. It's so old. I don't even know if it's available like on Netflix or... I'm getting a rash. All I want to do is itch right here, and I won't. You've never seen Dragonfly with Kevin Costner? Oh my God. It's a must. Bells, tell me if you find it. Check Netflix, check Hulu, check Amazon Prime. It's an oldie, but what a phenomenal movie. Yeah, check it out. It might be hard to find. I mean, if you got like on demand, You might be able to rent it for like $5. If you have to buy it through like Amazon or something, I'm telling you it's worth the buy. I'll reimburse you if you don't like it. I'll reimburse you because I want you to watch it. That's how much I think you would like it. Pippi was one of my favorites. I like classics. And if like you're down, you know what's a good one that used to motivate me is G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane motivates me. There's a lot of other ones too. I tend to go towards action movies when I need to be motivated for some reason. I think with the Dragonfly, I mean, you'll probably cry. If you don't cry, then I'm not reimbursing you. You know, that's it. If you don't cry, you're not being reimbursed. But it's not like it's not one of those movies where you're gonna sit back and be like, oh my god, I don't have a man. Like, fuck that shit. Ladies, tell me you are not like that. It's okay to watch like a love story and be like, oh, you know, maybe one day, or like that would be nice, or that would be, you know what I mean? But like, oh. I don't think I've ever sat with a movie and related to like, why don't I have that? Why haven't I moved? No. I'm a wicked crybaby, but I don't do that. But I cry easy. And if you guys haven't watched what's that one on Amazon Prime? Jack Ryan. Go start that series. That series is awesome. You know what's another good series I've seen? Sinner. The Sinner was really good. I'm still doing The Outsider. Stephen King, that was really good. Oh, and that Grace one, Alias Grace, that was good. It was only 6 episodes of that one, though. The Sinner, I like the second season the best. Grand Hotel with Eva Longoria, that was a good season. That's a good one. That's Hulu, I think. I wonder if I have a Grace. I think I watched it already. No, I don't have Apple TV. I didn't subscribe to that. Isn't it just like all the other ones? I got the Disney Plus too for the kids. Yeah, the second season of, yeah, it was bomb, right? Sure was. It was way better than the first one. And I love what's her name in the first one. But the second one, I was like, oh, oh, I thought you said it was out, Mama. I was like, oh, I know. I meant to mention that the other day. I can't wait until season 2 is out on that one. Oh yeah, part 2, way better. I mean, season 2, way better than season 1. And season 1 was still a great one. What was the first one? What was her name? I like her. I forget what actress she is. But yeah, definitely hit me up. Like, even email me, hit me up. But it stinks because it's like you watch an episode, you gotta wait a week. Next episode, you gotta wait a week. You know, it's like, oh, it's like what I'm going through with the Outsider right now. Gotta wait a week. It's like back in the day when we didn't have the DVR. You know, you had to wait. Yeah, go check. Yeah, it's called Dragonfly. Sorry, Dragonfly. Kevin Costner. It's a good one. You like the anticipation? Not me. Not me. I get bored easy. I'm like, what season can I watch next? Where's my laptop? Oh, it's downstairs. I have a couple seasons on my Netflix. I wanted to ask you guys if they were any good. That Lock and Key doesn't It's not pulling me in. Night night. It's not pulling me in. I like action. Jack Ryan. You have to check out Jack Ryan, though, if you have Amazon Prime. My face is red. Yeah, all I want to do is scratch. That's getting a little better. I don't know what's up with that. Those are the ones I've been watching. Like hives or something, yeah. My whole forehead earlier was awful from the bash on Amazon. I haven't come across that one. You loved Lock and Key. Yeah, someone mentioned it, I think, the other day. And every time, like, I go and open it up, like, I see it. I'm not being pulled. I don't know. What happened to my face? I don't know. Everyone keeps saying that. I don't want to touch it. I touched my forehead like that earlier, and I broke out everywhere. All right here is burning red. I know if I was to touch it, I'd flare up. So I have no idea what I touched. My skin's just super sensitive lately. And this got washed. I haven't worn this in a long time. I wonder if it's detergent. I don't know. I didn't eat anything new. I didn't eat anything new. It will go away. I'm not worried about it. It'll go away. That power, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I can feel it. It's this side's like it's awful right now. I just want to like gouge it. I don't know what's up with it. I haven't seen that. I've been seeing previews. There's a couple ones I want to see that are in Spanish, and I'm pissed because I can't sit there and read Spanish like that. And it's like they look so good. There's this one movie I keep getting pulled to the same shit, and every time I click on it, I'm like, oh, it's the fucking one in Spanish. I'm like, why can't you have English caption? I'm gonna have to tell you the name of it. I've clicked on it 3 damn times. 3. That's how much it looks good. You can't turn the sub. You can't turn it over. I've tried. I don't know if it's Amazon Prime or it's Netflix. It's one of the two. Ooh, ooh. Dragonflies on Netflix. Yay! You're gonna love it. I hope so. But it's like 3 times, ladies. This is how good it looks to me. It's not Outlander. No. Nope. I wish I had my laptop up here. Lonnie has it. It's a series. There's one that's like all in Mexican. I started watching it because I'm pulled to it too. And I'm like, but it has English caption. I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. You know what I mean? Like, but it's good. They're all in Cuba. Well, parts. No, she was from Mexico. I don't know. I only got to like the 2nd episode. But this other one is in Spanish, and it takes place like back in the day. It's got the older settings. It might be. All right, maybe you guys are right. Does it take back like, is it like older settings back in the day? So you might be right. Yeah, I don't know. It is. Makes me wonder if that's what it is then. 3 freaking times. I think because I thought it was a movie. I don't know. 3 times I clicked on it and I'm like, oh, man. I get so disappointed each time. I'm like, fuck. Like, I need my little Spanish friends to sit next to me and just tell me the whole thing as we go. Like, it's so much easier to watch Spanish soap opera. It's the drama, you know? This one I wouldn't be able to follow. It's all about a money heist. It's amazing. All right, you little Spanish mamas. Good for you. Good for you. Do you know Italian? Give me a good series in Italian. I couldn't do that one either. I don't know too much. I can speak it more than I can read it. So, good for you guys. All right, you little Spanish mamas. Fucking little Latinos. Go shake your ass somewhere else, okay? Get off my page. All right, I love you guys. Yeah, but you can't swap it. You can't get English captions, right, Mama? For that one? Portuguese. I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to swap the dialect, no? Not for that show, tell me no. Netflix not like that. Yeah, the bacon might have did it. I don't know. It didn't splat on me. All right. My little Spanish mamas. Have fun with your little freaking Spanish shows that I'm keep getting pulled to that I can't watch. Apple. Fucking telling you. And even if I was to ask my friends, I'd be like, Courtney, you are off your rocker if you think I'm going to word for word this show for you. They would never. They would never. They'd be like, what the fuck? It's hard enough when they go off on me. And they do it on purpose. I'm like, I can't understand you. Like when they get heated and they call me, I'd be like, you know I don't understand you. Sorry. It's like, okay. They do it to me all the time. I love it though. I mean, I kind of understand, but not enough to really. I mean, enough to follow, but like not enough to. Oh, I guess enough to follow, but not on TV. You'd think it would, but no. You'd think it'd be second language to me. Seriously. I grew up in Lawrence, and they didn't teach us Spanish, okay? You gotta teach the white girls Spanish. I grew up in Lawrence. Fuck. Jesus, you know? Telling you. Yep, nope. Nope, don't do it, La Mama. Don't do it. So, I don't mind that their mouths are off, like when they're wording it, because I actually just watched a kick-ass movie in captions a couple weeks ago, and the mouths were way off. That didn't bother me. But I'm just like, I keep getting drawn to this series, and I'm like getting frustrated that I'm so drawn to it. Is it so good? Is it so good? You gotta tell me about it. Can I read the book in English? Or maybe it's because it's new and then they'll come out with captions. I'm so pulled to it. So pulled to it. Ridiculously pulled to it. It was like 3 or 4 different times. And it was not even in the same span time, like in the same day. It was literally like week after week after week. I'm like, oh, that looks great. Google Translate to watch Netflix? Just follow your hat, right? Just watch it just like that. Just watch it. I don't even need to listen to it. I'll be able to figure it out. Or maybe it would teach me Spanish. I don't know. All right, troops. I love you. I got my errands to do. Have a fantastic night, okay? I will see you tomorrow. I love you guys. But I gotta go. Bye. Bye, guys. And go watch Dragonfly. Love you guys.